VFM's 3 p.m. News. I am your presenter, Narissa Bostwick. On the local scene, the New Democratic Party, NDP Women's Arm, successfully hosted the Elect Her conference on March 8 at the party's headquarters in Kingstown. The event, held in commemoration of International Women's Day, was a resounding call for urgent action to tackle poverty, gender-based violence, workplace harassment, and economic inequality affecting women in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. In his address, the party's political leader, Dr. Godwin Friday, reaffirmed his commitment to improve the lives of women across St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The 2025 Elect Her Conference also welcomed the Honorable Rhoda Moy Crawford, Labour Party, GLP. Crawford delivered the keynote speech in which she urged Vincentian women to embrace their power and fight for change. Crawford also commended the NDP for prioritizing the issues affecting women and for its commitment to advancing policies that create real change. Two students of the Georgetown Secondary School have copped the top two positions in the 2025 Garifuna Essay Writing Competition. Luania Bilinji placed first, while Dan Roy Holder placed second. The third position went to Leandre Pemberton of the St. Vincent Grammar School. The Garifuna Essay Writing Competition was held as part of Heritage Month 2025. The initiative aimed at celebrating the contributions of the Garifuna people and at enhancing awareness of the Garifuna culture among students. The top three students, along with Joshua Malcolm of the St. Vincent Grammar School and Nelicia Ballantyne of the Sandy Bay Government School, have been selected to present their essays at the 12th International Garifuna Conference on Thursday, March 13th at the UWI Global Campus from 9 a.m. The Ministry of Education commends all the students who participated in the competition for their insightful and creative essays and believe that this conference will provide a valuable platform for the students to share their perspectives and further contribute to the appreciation of Garifuna heritage. The 2025 SVG Gospel Festival will be officially launched next week. The launching ceremony will take place on Tuesday, March 18th from 9:30 a.m. at the Peace Memorial Hall in Kingstown. The launch will see the unveiling of plans for this year's festivities, as well as addresses from Honorable Carlos James, Minister of Culture, Department of Culture officials, the Gospel Fest Committee, sponsors, and religious leaders. A new corporate sponsor will also be introduced. The 23rd edition of the annual SVG Gospel Fest will be held from March 30th to April 27th under the theme, A Glorious Celebration of the Gospel of Jesus Christ. In original news, the United Kingdom UK government has announced that with immediate effect, all nationals of Trinidad and Tobago will now require a visa to enter the UK, including for short visits. The decision, made public today, March 12th, comes in response to what the UK government described as a significant increase in TNT nationals arriving as visitors and then claiming asylum. According to an official release from the UK government, the new visa requirement is intended to address the misuse of the Electronic Travel Authorization (ETA) system and to protect the integrity of the UK's immigration process. The UK's relationship with Trinidad and Tobago remains a strong and friendly one, the statement said, but added that the decision has not been taken lightly. A requirement for transit visas will also be introduced from 12:01 a.m. on March 13th. However, a 6-week transition period has been implemented. Travelers who booked their travel and obtained an ETA before the changes will be allowed to enter the UK without visa until 3 p.m. on April 23, 2025. Those already in the UK will not be affected during the remainder of their stay, but will need a visa for future visits. Alleged gangsters and their families and a local influencer are among the almost 800 Trinidad and Tobago's nationals who have applied for asylum in the United Kingdom since 2023. The number of asylum seekers was disclosed in an explanatory memorandum that accompanied the statement detailing the changes to the immigration rules presented to the Parliament in the UK today. The report by Trinidad Express states that according to the document, there has been a significant increase in nationals of Trinidad and Tobago who have traveled to the UK for purposes that are not permitted under the immigration rules for visitors, such as to live, work, or claim asylum in the UK. In particular, there has been a sustained increase in asylum claims by nationals of Trinidad and Tobago. A majority of asylum claims from nationals of Trinidad and Tobago were made at port on arrival in the UK. This adds significantly to operational pressures at the border, diverting staff from other priorities. And finally, the news at this hour. US President Donald Trump says his administration will, of course, respond to the European Union, EU's decision to impose counter tariffs on 26 billion euros worth of American goods. Whatever they charge us, we're charging them, the US president said. The bloc's announcement came as a response to 25% tariffs being placed on all steel and aluminum imports into the US, announced by Donald Trump earlier this month. Meanwhile, Canada has announced 29.8 billion Canadian dollars worth of reciprocal tariffs against the United States. We hear more in this report from the BBC.
Today, I am announcing that the Government of Canada, following a dollar-for-dollar approach, will be imposing, as of 12:01 a.m. tomorrow, March 13th, 2025, 25% reciprocal tariffs on an additional $29.8 billion of imports from the United States. This includes steel products worth $12.6 billion and aluminum products worth $3 billion, as well as additional imported U.S. goods worth $14.2 billion for a total of $29.8 billion.
That report from the BBC. In WFM's 3 p.m. news, I have been your presenter, Narissa Bostwick. Do join us at 5:30 p.m. when we will bring you our next newscast.